Voluntary and reflex actions. Reflexes are automatic responses to stimuli that occur very rapidly because they involve a small number of neurons that connect in the central nervous system, usually in the spinal cord. They help us with survival because these responses do not involve reasoning or planning. Rather, they are fast and allow us to maintain homeostasis. A reflex consists of a series of steps. A sensory receptor cell that receives a stimulus. Nerves transmit the signal to the central nervous system, usually via the spinal cord for interpretation. A reaction command is sent through nerves to the effector muscles. The effector brings about change. If the effector is a gland, our body will respond without our noticing it. We may begin to sweat, or our heart rate may increase involuntarily. If the effect is a muscle, it will allow us to maintain balance or respond to something we see or hear or feel, such as a hot object. When we pull our hand back from a burn before thinking about it, a reflex arc is at work. Reflex tests can be performed to assess the general health of the nervous system. A common reflex test is the patellar or knee-jerk reflex. The diagram of the test shows a rubber mallet striking the patellar tendon just below the kneecap. That's right over here. The steps of the reflex arc in this example are described on the next slide. Step 1. The tap stretches the patellar tendon. So that's happening right over here. That's our stimulus. The stretching is detected by a sensory neuron which transmits a signal to the spinal cord. There's a sensory neuron, and it transfers it to the spinal cord. And that's what we're showing over here, right there. In the spinal cord, the signal is interpreted. The effector neuron transmits a signal to a muscle via the nervous system. So our effector neuron would be somewhere up in here. The muscle at the top of the thigh contracts, lengthening the leg. And that's what happens there is after you're struck with the little tap here, the leg moves out like this way. Unlike reflexes, voluntary actions are done because someone chooses to do them. They include walking, swimming, riding a bike, eating, playing a musical instrument. The body still takes an input from its surroundings, and the nervous system still executes a series of actions based on this input. However, these actions will not happen without the body willing them to happen.